process middle. The other team would have just a one-player advantage, perhaps like a scout advantage, and they would be pushing on you with your player advantage. And Space would hold really, really aggressively, like kind of just as you come around a corner and just fight people and try and hit directs on them and try and instantly find a kill. Generally, that worked really well for you guys. And the way that your team was playing it, like Geo in a really defensive positioning, Oni ready to pipe or sticky anyone that was coming in, Space quite forward with the aggressive positioning. That worked out really, really well. And it showed a really, really good confidence, like especially like a confidence in how well Space is going to perform and if it's going to hit those shots. And that's a really important component of like high level pocket play, high level pocket demo combos. Is that something you guys have worked on? Is it something that you consciously do, or is it just you've been playing together that long it just happens?
I don't know. Like from the start, me and Oni have just had this thing where it's like we just sit at like the perfect spots all the time, and then. Like, it didn't even happen, like, sometimes during process, particularly. Like, I'd just be sitting there really far forward and I'd hit, like, 100 damage on a scout or something, and then I'd call it, and then, like, Oni would just chime in with, like, a long-range sticky and kill him. And, yeah, I don't know, it just comes kind of subconsciously now, I guess.
Is this more in relation to, like, the Badlands lasts? Is this...
No, more Badlands middles and process middles. There are a few situations where it happened.
I think it's just, like... more towards the end of process, especially, we were having some a lot more confidence in our fights, like in our DM abilities. So Space would just be like, "Yeah, we got this. Let's fight." Or I'd just say, "Yeah, I think we can do this. Let's go in." And we just compose ourselves really well, play heals, play damage, like shoot the same targets, and worked out for the best, I guess. So I think it is more us playing together, and. We sort of just figured out our cohesion towards the end.
Yeah, I think it's like just now come to the point where we've played like that style for so long that now, yeah, just like it's just a thing that happens. And like at first, Geomanus like kind of didn't really understand it, and like a lot of medics don't, which is why it took like ages to find a good medic that like kind of got it, because we only like picked up Geo like I don't know, like a couple weeks ago or something. And yeah, like and then it took a while, but then he understood, and yeah, it works out really well now.
Basically, you have to mold to how the players in your team play, and if they happen to be incredibly aggressive, well, unfortunately, the medic's got to put up with that. So,
yeah, and those kind of solo holds where you rely on that like 1 second of surprise to get the 2 or 3 kills, they also require a lot of confidence in the mechanical ability of your players, and I think a lot of confidence in yourself as a player. And that confidence is really important if you can keep it going. And I mean, obviously it's kind of bringing up some bad memories, but last season's semi-finals, it seemed like you guys struggled a bit with that confidence against in the matches there. One thing that we all said that was really really strong and really encouraging about your team was 2-0 down on Badlands against a very good team in Pojkarna, and I'd say a team that's very good at grinding rounds out. From what I've seen of playing a little bit with Locke and how his teams function, and the teams within that kind of B1 group, they're a very good team at just grinding out bad games. They can just survive, keep going. You guys ground the wins out against them. You got the scrappy wins, you got the, oh, we killed the med, but we traded the demo, and you guys were able to pull it all the way back to a 5-4 win. And a lot of that came off the back of really, really aggressive plays from Space on Pocket. Do you guys feel good knowing that kind of the areas where you struggled a lot last season kind of brought you back from the brink in this first map, or is that just kind of, yeah, whatever, we've fixed it, it's not a problem anymore, we're gonna go forward?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Yeah. We just really needed to compose ourselves after those first 2 rounds. Like, a lot of us were pretty rusty, and then I don't know.
I think more than anything, like compared to last season to this season, if that's what you're saying, like we kind of just fixed like our general teamwork, so it could become like a ball and just like roll people like in fights and stuff. Like there's generally not a fight where
be the ball.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. Like we kind of just tried to like whenever we go into a fight, like we'll call it, and like either like Rands or our flank will lead in, like after overpowering their flank, or we'll have like a tiny ad or something, and then we'll just like come in and just completely overpower them, I guess.
I think that had a lot, like Joey had a lot to do, or Rand's sibling had a lot to do with it as well, like on Badlands. Like he made some really crucial bombs towards probably the end, I'd say. where like he'd just bomb in and we'd just be able to come in and clean everything up pretty significantly. But it's mainly our last pushes, I think.
Yeah, we still kind of struggle with that stuff, and I think it's just more because like we want to go so fast, because like we try and play like really fast all the time. Like on our mids, like we'll go fast and immediately go forward and like have Oni trap stuff off if he's alive, or like if he's not alive, then we'll just hold like insanely aggressively on second, so that way any player that comes out that doesn't have heals just dies instantly, and then like they're already back to like a straight disadvantage again.
Issue for all our last pushes, which we struggled on every map, is that we never really had an idea like what the set play is. So we would always argue we should do this, or this, and eventually we just do a combination of all of them, all muddled and jumbled, because no one would actually know what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, and that goes back to the fact that we just push too fast. Like we'd have like full ad and we'd be pushing in like just straight away, even though we had no idea where they were.
Well, and a lot to do with the fact that like none of us really know our roles, like in terms of pushing last, obviously, because Gio's really new to the team and Randy's still considerably new to the team. Like we haven't really gone over all that stuff. So once we figure out like a sort of set play, I think we'll be a lot stronger in terms of last pushes.
Loose cannon.
Exactly.
No.
Right.
You disgust me.
So do we have any more questions? No?
I
Yes, sir.
think that wraps it up.
Yeah.